Hello, my friends. May 12th, 2018. Another day at the farm comes to an end. A lot of work, but we're moving along. Look at this beautiful grass. It's spring in full bloom. Amazing. I wish I had some cows in here right now. They would be happy. But anyway, maybe later this year when I finish my fences, which, oh my God, what a work in progress. I tell you something about this county. I'm going to go off on a little tangent here. And it's not political, it's just an observation that I'm noticing. I've been throwing little fishing lines here and there at the feed store, at the lumber yard, etc. At the guys who come here and work for me for bulldozing. I've been throwing little fish lines to get somebody to help me out here. Saturdays, just an 8-day job. Some high school kids, some guy that doesn't have a job or needs a little extra money for on Saturdays for party money or whatever. And so far, nobody, not a soul has even asked about it or called me about how much I pay or anything. There is no labor to be had in this part of Texas. And you would think, right? There's all these Mexicans and illegals and Central Americans and blah, 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 and all this crap. And you can't find one here. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why you can't find illegal labor in these parts of the country. And it's not just this part of the country, but for the most part, rural America, I suppose. Because if I go to my Home Depot in the city, well, guess what? There's 8 or 10 of them standing outside waiting for an easy job. An Indian couple shows up with no pickup and they need a refrigerator moved. They'll help them move that and they get an easy $50. And then somebody else shows up and needs to move a sofa from one house to another house, and they'll do that and they'll get another 25. I don't blame them. I mean, it is easy work, easy money, and in 3 or 4 hours on a Saturday, they get a good amount of money. So why would they come out to the country and really bust their ass working out here, putting fences and getting cut and snagged and getting ticks on you and all kinds of nonsense? Right? If I was them, I would be down in the city too. I wouldn't be out here. And that's the reason why there's nobody to help you out here. Now there's a bunch of white folks here in this county, and but I guess they don't need the money much either because most of them drive better trucks than I do. So judging from that, I'm pretty sure that they're doing just fine, right? And they got their thing going on. A lot of them are farmers themselves, and those guys don't have enough hours in the day to take care of their business, let alone somebody else's business. So I understand that. But all the work that could be done out here by all these illegals that are being demonized on the TV, well, shit, I sure so could use a couple of them out here, but they're none to be had out here. That's the irony of the thing, they're all standing outside of Home Depot waiting for an easy job. Low hanging fruit. Anyway, I thought I mentioned that because man, it is hard. The only Mexican out here is me, and it is hard work out here. And I mean, just nobody wants to come out and do anything. I had one guy call me, the only guy that had called me, and he said, I told him, he said, hey, I heard you needed some help putting up a fence. I said, yeah. I said, what kind of equipment you got? I was like a post hole digger and a shovel. He didn't take it the right way, I don't think. But that's all I got, that's what I'm using, a post hole digger and a shovel and, and a lot of back strength. And I guess this guy thought I had like an auger or something else or a tractor. I mean, if I had that, I wouldn't need him, right? But so that ended the conversation very quickly, and I never heard back from anybody else. So maybe word got around that that I'm some kind of slave driver out here or something. But thing is, no, they didn't even ask how much I was paying, So anyway, moving on. A couple of weeks ago, I think Hooples made a video about about robots and technology and the devaluation of labor. I think I don't remember too well, but I've had some thoughts about that before and after that video, and I sense some kind of fear and trepidation in people against technology and against creating machines that self-program themselves or self-improve themselves, etc. That does not worry me a bit. I'll tell you what worries me about. I don't like genetic modifications. I don't like making babies in labs and cloning dogs and that kind of. I really detest that. But more from a not from a scientific stand, but from a religious stand, from a moral stand. I think it's wrong, but that's besides the point. I'm talking about building robots that allegedly are going to be smarter than humans and blah 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 blah. I think it's a bunch of crap. And here's why. Okay, a robot that is programmed to do something, even if it's programmed to reprogram itself and learn and have artificial intelligence, cannot by definition be smarter but than its creator. Okay, now it can be smarter but than some guy out on the street. I'll give you that. But it cannot be smarter than humans as a whole. It is confined by its own programming. It is confined by its own framework. It cannot exceed it. It's just I don't know if it's a law or not, but it can't be done. The other thing is that robots do not have a soul. They do not have the drive. They do not have the impetus that humans have. I mean, humans love and humans hate, and those two feelings are probably the number one reason why humans are so great. I mean, we build things, we go places, we kill each other, we have wars, we rebuild, but it's because we have drive. We have a soul that drives us to do things. Robots don't have that; they lack it, and you can program a robot to do things. But what motivates a robot in the morning to get up when the sun comes out? Nothing. What's it gonna do? Okay, you can tell him I can program a robot. Hey, go lay a fence for me. Oh, well, sweet. That would be awesome. But what is it gonna do? How's it gonna do what to do next? Okay, let's say the robot goes and gets some cows. Okay, so get some cows, and then it raises the cows. To what end? The robot doesn't need cows. To sell them, okay. I mean, you see what I'm saying? Us humans, we have a drive that's completely absent and cannot be replicated in a machine. It is impossible. So that's why, if ever they build a robot that can do things for me, it is most welcome. Now, another thing is, I've noticed that robots or computers have beat chess masters in chess. And of course, because chess, it's about seeing so many moves out in the future and measuring, weighing in the possibilities of a piece moving to a square. And a computer can do that a lot faster, and I guess it can do it for a lot more than a human. But I've also noticed that sometimes these chess masters, well, actually a lot of times, these chess masters, grandmasters, they'll get beat once by the computer. Maybe they'll get beat twice. But then they figure out the computer and they start beating it. And then the computer can't recover. See? That's something that is very easy. The chess master just pounds the computer afterwards. See? The chess master learned the computer, and the computer was not able to learn from the chess master. So that's why I'm saying I don't really care much or I don't really fear much the thing about robots. Now, can a lot of people lose their jobs because of robots? Yeah, I would say so. There is a possibility for that. Hopefully, we become a richer society by then, and we find ways for those people to do better jobs. Maybe improve them, get them a better education, or maybe they go for a better education and they do something a robot cannot do. I mean, look at it this way. Can a robot be a Mozart? Maybe a robot can play like a Mozart, but can he be one? Can he compose like a Mozart? It's impossible. It's not. It's not possible. Now, a robot can make some compositions, basic ones. Yeah, sure. You know, all the Disney music sounds like it's made by a robot. It also sounds the same. Crap, right? Modern pop. It sounds like it's made like by a robot. It's all crap. It all sounds the same. But can a robot really paint the Sistine Chapel, for example? Does he even know where to start? What to do? No, it's impossible. So I'm not worried about that. So that was my 2 cents on the whole robot thing and and that argument. Anyway, folks, I think I rambled for long enough. Thanks for watching, and maybe I find myself a couple Mexicans out here, but shit, they are in short supply out in this county. I can tell you, they cannot find any labor out here. Anyway, I think I'm gonna rent a cat, a little bobcat with an auger, because I was in the back today doing some holes, and I spent 3 hours. No, I spent 4 hours doing 2 holes, and these holes were 4 foot deep holes with a post hole digger on clay soil, and the clay soil is kind of soft, but there's a lot of roots and stuff like that, and it's all sticky, nasty clay soil. So it is soft, but it's not exactly easy to go through. Go into it. I mean, there was a lot of pounding going on. 4 hours exactly of pounding the soil to make 2 holes 4 feet deep, and they got to be that deep because here the soil contracts and expands, and the corner braces they come loose. So I got to go deep. And as a matter of fact, I'm not going to backfill them with not going to backfill them with clay, because clay is just a shitty soil. It contracts and expands, and the fences come loose. Whenever the clay contracts, the fence loosens up. So I think I'm gonna backfill them with some kind of road gravel, or some kind of gravel for the dirt roads. That basically is just like crushed rock and sand, and that one tightens up real nice with water. So I think I'm gonna get a couple cubic yards of that stuff and just take it out there, back there, and start backfilling the holes with that. That should make them pretty tight at the posts. Now, the other issue that I have with working back there is that everything I'm doing on foot, because I can only get to so far with the truck. Then I got to carry everything in there about 300 yards into the back. So post, sand, anything I'm doing back there, tools, everything I got to carry back there, and it is heavy, and it is just man, it's a pain in the ass. Anyway, enough crying and whining for one day. Nice to talk to you folks, and until next time.